Okay, so as we begin, I just have to tell you something I found hilarious this today. Um, so yesterday we were at the grocery store and we needed new eggs, me and Alec. And I was like, oh, let's get the big ones because we've been eating so much. Like maybe that'll, help fill us up more if we have like the large eggs. He didn't know exactly how large these eggs were because as he was like using them, we had breakfast for dinner tonight. He was like, oh my gosh, these things are massive. He was like, this is like a big period for a chicken. I was like, honey, you know that's not how that actually works, right? He's like, no, I know. But like, I just associate eggs with like periods. So,
I didn't hear
anyways,
half of that.
Alec associates eggs with periods.
Why?
because you drop
With
eggs.
ovulation.
Yeah,
Yeah, but like most boys wouldn't associate that.
I guess he had a good education.
I did.
But, anyways, I thought it was funny.
Are they like duck eggs? Why are they so big?
They were just like the extra large Kroger eggs.
They're genetically enhanced, is what they are.
Mm, just get duck eggs. They're big.
I've never had a duck egg.
They don't
It
taste that
tastes
good.
like a regular egg.
Is that what you guys eat at home?
I prefer duck eggs over chicken eggs.
Right. I think you have told me that before.
I actually don't really like chicken eggs.
That's interesting. Okay. Good to know. Well, it's been a couple weeks. What have you guys been up to?
Well, I went to see Jillian.
Hmm. Yeah.
Who else
Um,
did you see?
well,
Nobody else.
you.
Nobody else is here.
I was also there.
I
And
got.
your husband.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Little I got.
Ooh, nice. Have you used your record
Miranda's
player?
never heard of her. Yeah, I use it
I
all the
haven't.
time.
Jillian also got a new TV. And fun fact, I got a new TV because we had a bad storm and the power went out. And when ComEd was fixing the power, they sent a power surge that fried my TV, my parents' TV, my DVD player, my parents' DVD player, my parents'
Oh, I got the
DVD.
DVD players.
Yeah, it also, Jillian, got the DVD and VHS player
Oh
Yeah, that's what was
no.
in mom and dad's room or in the living room.
in mom and dad's room. I haven't checked the living room one. And it got my brand new fan. So
Shucks.
I returned that. It was just in the return window. So I returned that. I just got money back today and I'm gonna just buy a new one with the money that I just got back.
I'm sorry.
It also fried the panel for the air conditioning downstairs. Luckily Dad got that fixed pretty fast. But yeah, it fried a ton of stuff in our house.
Hmm.
That's
Which
crazy. I've
which has
never heard of
never
that.
it's never been an issue at our house. And like it used to be like more common back in the old days, just like if the power went out, stuff would get fried if it was plugged in. But
Mm-hmm.
like most modern technology and outlets are pretty good at protecting from surges, but they weren't
It must have been
protecting.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
Wow. Were you awake during the storm? Was it like an overnight
Um,
storm?
yeah, because there was also a tornado that night.
Mm.
And so I couldn't fall asleep. And now I think it was for a reason, but I like could not fall asleep. And I was on FaceTime with Nate. The power went out and I waited for a little. It had gone out two other times and come back on. So I waited a minute to see if it would come back on. It did not come back on. And I was like, well, I'm going to hang up so neither one of our phones dies because I don't know if his power went out or not. So I hung up and I'm laying there for like over an hour trying to go to sleep. And then blaring. My phone's going off right in my ear. Tornado, take shelter, blah blah blah. Um, I'm the only one who wakes up. Tyler wasn't home, but I'm the only one who like wakes up. I was waiting to like hear other people. Mom, dad never woke up. I had to go in and wake them up. So I think that that was like kind of like a meant to be type situation where I couldn't fall asleep because they slept through the alarm. And so when they test the tornado alarms in town, you can hear it from our house. But when it's
Yeah.
actually stormy and windy, you can't really hear them at our house. And we're not that far away from them, but you can't hear them
Yeah.
unless you're like really like, is the tornado siren going off type of thing. And so I went in and woke them up, but I think that I couldn't fall asleep because if I was asleep, then nobody would have woken up and something bad would have happened.
Was there actually a tornado like on the ground, or was it just
I don't think it actually touched down, but
okay?
it's one of
Fair.
those things where I'm like, there was like the two scenarios where like if I couldn't fall asleep and I was awake to wake everybody up and get them downstairs, then nothing bad was gonna happen. But if I did fall asleep and we all slept through it, that's when the tornado was supposed to touch down and it would have like destroyed our house and swallowed us whole.
So
So,
in another
multiverse.
universe, yeah.
Yeah,
I like how we were thinking the same thing.
yeah,
Well, I'm glad that you saved everyone. Sorry about your fried TVs and devices.
yeah.
Good thing it wasn't like your phone.
Yeah, well, Jillian, my phone was plugged in the whole time because I was like, well, if the power comes back on, I'll keep my phone and watch plugged in case, and then they'll be charged. And Jillian looked it up, and like modern iPhones and even the like cubes that you plug, the Apple cells that you plug your phone into. I don't know if it's other brands, but Apple specifically has technology that protects from the surges.
Gotcha. Huh.
And the
That's so
laptops
interesting.
too, because I Googled that the next night because we had storms again the next night.
But
And
Daniela
I
needs
was
her
using,
TV.
right, I was using my laptop as a TV, but it had to be plugged in through the night or else it would have died. So
Mm-hmm.
I Googled that, and laptops also function that way from Apple. I can't vouch for any other
From
brand,
Apple.
but from Apple.
Yeah. I will say when
Apple
I was
sponsor me.
younger, when I was younger, I accidentally fried one of my mom's computers, laptops, because I plugged it in and there was some kind of surge and it just completely fried the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I've seen that happen, but not because of a storm before. So that's
Yeah.
crazy. When did that happen?
Saturday night? Yeah. No, Sunday night into Monday because then we didn't go to work
Gotcha.
out Monday morning because we were up at 1 in the morning as a tornado
Yeah.
hit.
When did you get power back?
Late Monday morning, like close to
Okay.
11.
That's not bad.
No. And our uncle, who lives in Indiana, is out of power for possibly 10 days now because of storms.
Oh,
Like his whole
That's
area is out of
awful.
power. Like school was supposed to start
Mm-hmm.
this week, and start days for school have been pushed back because the whole area is out of power for days.
That's so
that's so
unfortunate.
weird.
Luckily,
Wow.
he
We've
has a
just like
generator. I
never
can't
had.
vouch for anybody else, but
Yeah. Does he live in like a small town?
Mm-mm.
No. Hmm. That's odd. I feel like normally, I mean, I've heard of power going, like being out for a couple days, but never like that long. I mean,
yeah, I don't
unless it's
know
like a
if like
huge situation.
I don't
No,
know
the
if
only
like
time I can
power lines
remember
were
our
knocked down
power,
or something, but
yeah, the only time our power was ever out for like multiple days was like after a tornado when
Yeah.
power lines were taken down.
Yeah.
yeah, and I guess
I was
I don't
thinking
know if a
like,
tornado went through there or not. I just know there was bad storms.
Gotcha.
and they're out of power for until further notice.
Yeah. Well, like a couple weeks ago, month ago, honestly, don't remember. We were out of power for like not like about 12 hours. Um, and we were so thankful that it came back on after 12 hours because we had had neighbors who like 2 weeks prior had been out for 2 days. And
Mm,
that was just the fact that a whole bunch of people got hit with storms and the crews were working overtime and it was like pockets of places. It wasn't easy to fix.
yeah,
And being a little out in the country, I feel like we were down in the priority of getting it fixed.
yeah. Um,
Well, I hope that it gets fixed sooner than 10 days because that sounds
yeah.
miserable.
Well, and luckily, when other stuff in our house got fried, none of our big appliances got fried because we have
Good.
extremely bad luck with refrigerators. But actually, something in our refrigerator might have gotten fried because the ice machine isn't working for a couple
Hmm.
days, and Dad has tried multiple things to try and fix it. So might be out another refrigerator. Who knows? Um, but when the ComEd was like turning, like trying to fix the power, we had our generator hooked up by then, and so it was like I don't know, but the where you like fill your cup of water up, water
Mm-hmm.
just started pouring out of the fridge, like nobody was doing anything.
Oh
Hmm.
wow.
So
Wow.
some wonky, crazy, weird stuff.
Adventures of power outages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Jillian? Anything exciting?
No. We've moved from we were under a heat advisory to now it's an extreme heat advisory where
Yep.
it's 115 here right now.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
It's
are.
So,
hot.
We also have heat advisories, and we had another thunderstorm today, this morning, and the power flicked on and off again. And now Mom is super paranoid, and we have to unplug everything anytime
That's fair.
to our
I
main.
get that.
Yeah. But she hollered down to me because she was upstairs and I was still downstairs, and the power like went out, and she was like, unplug the TV downstairs.
Protect the TV.
the last one we've got. How's the toy room doing? Has anybody
I
checked on the
haven't
toy
checked
room?
anything in there. I was supposed to check yesterday everything that was plugged into walls, and because you can make a claim to ComEd and they will like reimburse you for stuff, I guess. So we have to make a list of everything that got fried.
Mm-hmm. You
Better
better
work on
check
that
on that
list.
TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's one of our like favorite TVs
That's
in the
our
whole
favorite
house.
TV.
And Jillian, you want to know what got fried?
What?
Dad's alarm clock. The
Oh.
only alarm clock I've known my whole life, and now it's trash. Isn't that so sad?
That is sad.
Time for a new one.
Yeah, we got him a new one yesterday. We went to Walmart and got new TVs and new alarm clocks and stuff to make salsa.
The essentials.
Yeah. Nice. Love that.
Uh, I have gotten back into reading The Boys of Tillman.
Yay.
Yay.
So I'm like 10 chapters into the first of Joey's book.
Okay. I was like trying to remember where we left off, where you left off.
Yeah, I read the first two books and I said, I don't really care that much about Joey's story. And died off.
I still don't care that much about Joey's story, so sorry. You just have to
I
get
mean,
through
it's
it.
just as tragic as I thought it would be.
Literally, it only gets worse. So,
I'm sure. I just learned about Aoife's dad and mom and their
Mm,
marital troubles.
yep.
But yeah, so I've been reading that. I've also so I like have these workouts I'm supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I get really annoyed because my gym here, there's a lot of active people, I guess, and it's like always full of people. But if I go at like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, it's empty.
When I called you, you were at the gym.
I was on the treadmill when you called me, yeah.
Yeah, I could hear it. I was setting up, we got the new TVs yesterday, so then last night we were setting them up before bed, and I was signing everybody into
All the accounts.
all the accounts on everything. And then I got to HBO
HBO?
Max on my TV, and it sent Jillian a code because probably back-to-back sign-ins. I didn't need a
Yeah.
code for Dad's, but then when I was signing myself in, and that's what I use at night because I watch Harry Potter every night right now.
Oh, is it
It
still on
told me
HBO?
to code.
I know
Mm-hmm.
it's on
Yeah.
Peacock too.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm going to interrupt you. Speaking of HBO, they just cast Gilderoy Lockhart for season 2 of the new Harry Potter show.
Who is it?
And it's, oh, I'm trying to think of like what you guys would know. Lockhart, the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher in Chamber of
The one
Secrets.
who's like
Silly one,
Bane
obsessed with
and
himself.
But who did they cast?
Oh, that's who I'm telling you. God, what is he in? Have you guys ever seen the Romeo and Juliet zombie movie?
absolutely not.
Okay. I'm like, he's in X-Men, and he's been in a bunch of
Who
things.
is he in X-Men?
So he's in the newer version, the newer X-Men movies, and he plays the blue guy, the Beast, the blue hairy guy.
Is it Nicholas Holt from
Yes. Yes.
Oh, he's in so many things right now.
I couldn't remember. Okay.
He's
Hold on.
is it called The Great with Elle Fanning?
I haven't watched. Oh, he is in
Oh,
that.
I know him.
Yeah. There you go, Danny.
I just had to see his face. Oh, he's also in Superman, isn't he?
Yeah, he's Lex Luthor in Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So Nicholas Holt has been cast as Gilderoy Lockhart.
Oh, and he's in our favorite Nosferatu.
He's in that?
Yeah.
That was a
I'll
terrible
be
movie.
I
honest.
remember him in it now that I see it as
I
one
don't
of his
remember anything
IMDb
about that
things.
movie.
Who was he in that?
I
I
don't
don't.
remember, but I
Was he the
remember
main guy?
him in it.
No, he was not. He was not the main guy. Because the main guy
Jack
was like
the
some big
Giant
actor.
Slayer. Yeah, X-Men First Class 2011. I haven't made it to that
Yeah.
one.
No, I've
Sorry.
made it
That's just
to
the one that's
X-Men.
right here because I've watched almost all the X-Men movies besides like Deadpool and like Logan and like those movies. We've watched like just the ones that say X-Men almost. The last one I have is Dark Phoenix.
He's in that one. He's
Are
in
we
Clash of
supposed to be watching
Titans.
Logan?
It's on. So that big like MCU watch list that's out there that you can like Google has Logan
Uh-huh.
on the list.
I thought Logan retconned a bunch of stuff though.
Because it told me to watch Logan before I watched Deadpool and Wolverine.
Well, yeah, that makes sense because that's when he dies. But
And apparently the girl in Logan is potentially coming back.
well, she's in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, so maybe that's why we need to watch.
Yes, I know who you're talking about. He's the turban guy. Is he's gonna be in
No,
Harry Potter? Which guy did you
no.
say is?
The blonde guy who's obsessed with himself and writes all the books,
Yeah,
who loses his memory at the end.
from the second movie.
I don't watch the second movie as often as the other one.
Oh, he's the professor that's like obsessed with himself.
He's the one who has like the book signing where the diary gets slipped into Harry's books.
Yes, I know who you're talking about. He's the turban guy. Is he gonna be in Harry Potter? Which guy is
Yeah.
he?
into Jenny's books.
Jenny's books, right? Not Harry's.
It's really not that important. I'm
Okay,
just telling you that he got cast.
I'm seeing him as in his act in Harry Potter now, and I recognize the character, but I don't remember that movie as well as the other one.
I
Sounds
just
like
told
you
you
need a
like 3
rewatch.
major plot points and you couldn't pick them out.
I just think
Apparently she hasn't watched this one.
I'm a very visual person, okay? And usually I start at 3 and move on. Not gonna lie.
That's sad.
The
The
first
second one
two
is
are
like one of my favorites.
the
The
first two
second
are
one is
rare
one of your
rewatchables.
favorites? Why?
Okay, I am a book Ginny lover. I love book Ginny.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay, but when you watch the movies and she's not that.
I know, it does make me sad. I will say it's like my favorite Harry Potter is 6. And then it's 3. Those are my top 2. Because I feel like those 2 are the ones that Harry is happiest.
My favorite is 4.
Yeah, that's not how I base my favorites.
No.
Like,
I
honestly, when
also,
is he the most depressed?
yeah, I like it when he's depressed, like Spider-Man. You get more out
Okay.
of the
4?
story when they're depressed.
Great.
Okay, wait, let's introduce ourselves because we're already getting pretty deep.
That's what I was going to say. Let's introduce our podcast. Hi, welcome to the Pocket Friends podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Miranda.
I couldn't hear you guys again.
Say your
Hi.
name.
Say your name.
I'm Daniela.
And I'm Jillian.
And we are a hot mess. It's fine. Okay, so you just mentioned Spider-Man. We all went to see Spider-Man, brand new day together. I will say, spoilers for Spider-Man, because we're going to get into it. Yeah. So,
Spider-Man
if you haven't
Brand New
watched,
Day. And
yeah,
probably
Spider-Man Brand New
the
Day.
other Spider-Man.
Yeah, all Spider-Man, including the new one. So I guess let's start off and say what our rating is out of 5.
Jillian likes to rate out of 10.
Yeah, I can't change
I prefer
that.
10 too. Okay, fine. Rate out of 10.
It's a 9. There was a little bit that could have been better, but it was a good movie overall.
Okay. Daniela?
I think it's a 10 for me.
Okay. I would say a 9.5.
Okay.
Like it was good. Yeah. I mean, I thought it was good. I think, I'm trying to think. We also saw this
I
movie
thought
like a week and a
it's-
half ago.
I saw
Huh?
it 2 times. I saw it 2 times in a row.
Yeah.
My biggest complaints were the end credit. I feel like so they gave us one end credit that was kind of very vague, and like the internet has been going crazy about it with a million and one theories. So obviously, I mean, like I'm sure their intention was to make you guess and like not know for sure it's going to happen. But they left so many things kind of open ended, like we've got the Department of Damage Control being so corrupt, and now we have this technology that can suppress these genes in the superheroes, and like
That's the big plot
they're
line, Jillian. They're gearing you up for another 2
but
movies.
they didn't give an end credit. Normally they would do something in the end credits of like, this is still a problem, look where it's going.
Do you think that's because they can't decide or haven't decided yet whether Tom Holland is going to continue to be Spider-Man?
Well, they haven't
I
killed him
think
yet,
they've
so I feel like he's still
decided. I
going to be
think they've
Spider-Man.
decided. And I don't think it's necessarily. I think it's more if it's all Tom Holland's decision, and I think both of them still like those characters and want to see their story out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
and obviously MJ and Peter's story isn't complete because they aren't
they're
together.
not together.
True. So we need more of that.
hmm
Yeah.
But there's a lot of heartwarming moments, even though it was very depressing.
I love a depressing movie.
There was just a lot of, for me, I mean, obviously we totally expected to see sad Spider-Man, and we saw that. I guess I didn't even think about the fact that he would like watch his friends and family, like everyone he was closest with for like 4 years and be completely alone. Like, I just can't imagine doing something like that. Like, that's
I am
crazy.
glad they did that. Like, not like a time jump, but like spread it out over time. Because like for like the whole like plot was based around like he's isolated himself so much that it's impacting his DNA at this point. Like his mental health is
Yeah.
And the spiders
like
taking over.
made him spiral so much. And like you can't really have that happen in just a few months.
No. No, that's
But
like
it
a
also
years long.
yeah, but it also gave them like a chance to like kind of match closer to the ages they are in real life.
I was thinking that too. I was like, oh wow, yeah, they're all turning 30 this year. And um,
And
at
now
least
they're
we're getting
college graduates.
closer.
Yeah, no, they're
Yeah,
like
they
mid 20s, early 20s,
early 20s.
like 23.
Like 22.
No.
Yeah, all of my
Yeah.
friends are graduating and I'm 22.
You graduated undergrad at 22.
Yeah, but they've been like graduate, like they graduated, moved back to New York. Like it's not right after graduation.
I feel like it was right after graduation.
Okay.
At most, they're 23, I think.
Yeah. I think they're still young
Yeah.
20s. Um, but anyway, I liked that. Um, Also, the scene between MJ and Peter, where Jean has taken over MJ, was like so like it was giving the audience what they wanted and then like taking it away immediately.
Did you believe that that was MJ and not Jean?
Yeah, how long did it take before you clocked it?
I clocked it when they were swinging, like a little bit. I was like, something's off because she's not scared and she's normally like
Mm.
hiding her head and stuff.
I don't know if I fully ever like clocked it, but the whole time my brain was like, this is too simple, this is too simple, this is not like this would not be the way that it would happen.
Yeah. And when they were kissing, I was like, if this isn't Jean, this is a really bad plot point. I was like, this movie's about to go downhill if this isn't Jean.
Um, Kamash and I did not trust it. We looked at each
No.
other and we were like,
You were like, no.
yeah.
Okay, what did you think about the Jean reveal?
I thought that was a strong possibility that that was the reveal.
Okay. I didn't know what to expect going in. I hadn't done a lot of research. Um, so I literally, because Alec, my husband, has been so obsessed with X-Men for years, so I know who Jean is. I think I slapped Alec, who was sitting next to me, and I was like, "Oh my God!" And he looked at me and he was like, "Ah."
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I
like,
think
there's
that,
a lot of theories.
yeah, I think that of the theories, that was probably the most plausible one based on the trailer in that it was somebody like jumping into mines and
hmm
she does have like mind control abilities.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I wasn't
At
like
first, when it was
that
like the
surprised,
whole,
I don't think.
So you weren't that surprised?
No, I don't think so.
well,
Okay.
because it seemed like some of the biggest theories were like she's Gwen Stacy and she's like a new love interest, and I was like, they wouldn't do that.
No,
No,
and I
that would have
also
ruined
saw
it.
a video of Sadie. She was doing like a confirming who she's not, and in that video it was like not Gwen Stacy, not MJ, and not somebody else, not like another Spider-Man, and that was all she gave.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so watching the other genes now in all of the X-Men's, I'm
No,
obviously getting a bigger picture of what it's like, of what Jean's character is and like her powers and stuff like that. Um, comparing her to the Sophie Turner Jean, she's a lot more powerful than the Sophie Turner Jean early on, I feel like. So that's kind of interesting.
Sophie Turner is the
I feel
first
like
one.
in the MCU, they just make them
Second.
more powerful.
Yeah. So I can't remember the lady who's the first one, but she plays her in like the first three X-Men movies. And
Yeah.
then the younger years ones, like the 80s, uh, it's Sophie Turner for two movies.
Mm.
But I haven't watched Dark Phoenix yet, so we'll see.
She's very powerful in that one.
So I've heard.
Well, like
And I'm
I
in
will
the
interested to
say,
see
first,
like her Dark Phoenix abilities
well, in
versus
the
just her
first
mind
few
control.
X-Men movies, the early 2000s ones or whatever they were,
Yeah,
it's like a plot point that her abilities have been somehow
suppressed.
cloaked, right, by
Yeah, Professor
Professor
X.
X,
Yeah,
and that she is like the strongest mutant, like she's a level
yeah,
10 or whatever.
yeah. She's very strong.
I
So,
will say when we like first saw the body jumping, but we weren't like sure what it was. I initially was like, oh, maybe it's something with Venom because there was like the little symbiote that was left behind in in one of the end credits. And like
So
they really didn't give
I,
us a lot of hints about what the villain was.
yeah, I brought up the symbiote to K-Mash when we were watching it, when it wasn't the first time that his eyes changed, but it was one
whose
of the
eyes
times his
changed?
eyes changed. Peter Parker,
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man,
Okay.
when
Mm-hmm.
he goes to like black
He
eyes.
goes full spider and he goes all
Yeah.
black.
Yeah. And that is very like reminiscent of Venom in that like
Mm-hmm.
it suppresses the other person almost.
Yeah, that's what
Gotcha.
I thought in the trailer when, because you see his eyes go
Mhm.
all black in the trailer. And
Mm-hmm.
that's when I was like,
Mhm.
maybe. Because it's also supposed to be darker and that's kind of Venom's thing.
Yeah. Well, and the thing when I mentioned it, I can't remember exactly which time I mentioned it, but it was like when I really realized like Peter Parker's not really in control when that happens.
Mm-hmm.
So it did feel like a Venom thing where it's like he's almost like not there, like he's really pushed back to the back of the mind, so he's not controlling, so there's
Yeah.
this other thing controlling, so it felt like a Venom type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Could
I
have
haven't
been
watched
cool.
Venom,
But yeah,
so
that hasn't been brought back up, the Venom symbiote, so hopefully we'll
another unfinished,
figure that one
untied
out.
thing.
Yeah, that might have been why they didn't do much with the end credits this time, is because they've created a lot of unfinished stories with
Yeah, they've
those.
done too
Well,
many things.
I've seen interviews since, and the creator said that your questions will be answered. So like that end credit, talking about the end credits, that end credit scene will be answered. He didn't say
I'm
like when, what movie, but it is like in the lineup to be answered, like it is planned already.
Which
Well,
end credit?
The Spider-Man
for
one.
Spider-Man.
Oh, well, no shit. This one,
I'm just
this one
telling
is
you.
like, yeah, there's either it's a new Spider-Man or it's Spider-Man's in outer space again,
Yeah.
which could be Doomsday related or could
I hope
be
it's
the
Miles Morales.
multiverse. Could be.
'Cause that's what Tom Holland wants.
We'll have to see. I will say I've been watching a lot of TikToks recently, and TikTok has been showing me the blocking and the rehearsals for the mind control and the jumping people
Hmm.
that we see throughout, and it's so cool to see, honestly, how they like coordinated all that and like the physical body movements to show when she
Hmm.
enters their mind. Like I know that's not necessary, but it's just a cool added element, I feel like, to like visually see her power.
Hmm.
It's like I'm gonna reference X-Men, but like James McAvoy does this when he's doing his like little mind control thing, and it's just
Hmm.
so that he doesn't look
You know
like
he's doing something.
he's doing something, because otherwise he's just sitting there. Oh, I'm using my
Yeah.
power.
Well, and I almost wonder, so when we could see that is when it was kind of from Spider-Man's perspective, not necessarily really, but I feel like that's how we were supposed to feel. Because remember when she said, like, you can see me, but other people can't?
Hmm.
Hmm.
So I am curious if, because, like, obviously no one around is really reacting to these people until they realize they're running the other direction, specifically in the scene in the prison,
Hmm.
until they're running in the other direction, and then people are, like, pushing them back. But when they're actually being jumped into, it doesn't seem that other people are noticing that that's happening. So I wonder if that's almost like just a representation of like what Spider-Man is seeing, because Spider-Man can sense it, but nobody else can.
But he can't always sense it.
No, but when he couldn't sense it, we couldn't see it jump
We
either.
couldn't see it.
We didn't see any physical representation of it being jumped into another body. So I think that
Fair.
that like perspective of that being shown is what Spider-Man could see and how he was able to sense it and not other people.
Yeah. Well, either way, I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
I also thought that the moment in the apartment was sweet when Peter knows, or MJ knows Peter is Spider-Man, and he's just sitting there, like, in his full getup, hanging out with his friends.
Yeah.
Gosh, I was thinking around that time in the movie, I was like, gosh, it must have sucked low key filming this movie for Tom Holland because he does spend so much time in the mask because Peter is masked so much because nobody knows him, and that just feels like it would be miserable.
Yeah, I was thinking about that kind of partway through because I know he's complained about that in the past, like having to be in the
Yeah,
suit. And
yeah,
he's like, I can't go to the bathroom. I can't do
yeah.
it.
Yeah. Though, honestly, after watching people in like full blue, that is significantly better than being painted all the time.
Painted, you can
Like,
go to the bathroom.
I would think it would kind of be relaxing to just like sit in a chair and just like
Yeah, to be
all the
you
painted.
time.
can kind of just yeah, you can kind of just zone out. You can like just
You
listen to
don't
music or
necessarily even have
something.
to stay awake.
I guess it
Yeah.
kind of
Painted.
depends on how much you're painted, because I'm thinking like Jennifer Lawrence
Yeah,
as
I was thinking that
Mystique.
too. And I was like, sounds good. Go for it.
Yeah. I don't you like when have you ever like had a paintbrush and you just like rub it on your arm because it just feels nice? That's what's
So,
happening to them. And most of the time they get airbrushed for like the bulk of it. if there's like a
Yeah.
bowl, they'll do like the base color as like an airbrush spray, like a spray tan type thing, and
I
then they
need to
do the
s-
details with the brushes. And that
I
feels
need
like that would put me to sleep.
I need to send
And
y'all a
I don't need
picture
to be awake to be painted.
because in college, my sorority did this like there's this huge competition between all the sororities and there was always like a theme and like or like you had to do so many dances and I did it. It was my freshman year and it was Looney Tunes themed or something like that.
Weird choice.
And I had to put like I was like in full I had a black tank top on and like black sweatpants. But then my entire face, my arms, everything was covered in red. And that was the itchiest experience of my life. Being sweaty and dripping in like red paint.
But red is
So,
also the worst color for body paint.
well, that's what they gave me. So I
Who
didn't have a
Why would
choice.
were you in
why
Looney
yeah,
Tunes?
who were you
It
that you would
wasn't
paint
Looney
red?
Tunes. What's the movie? The Looney Tunes movie where it's like real people.
Space Jam?
Yeah,
Space Jam?
Space Jam. That's what it is.
Who were you in
Still, why
Space
were you
Jam?
painted red?
We we were like supposed to be like the bad people that like get really big and play basketball.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay.
Can you tell I haven't watched that movie probably since college? I don't
It
know what any of the
also,
characters are.
as an actor, you also do get a bit more special treatment when you are in those situations. Like, I'm sure you're sitting in front of a fan half the time if you're painted like that and all that stuff. So it's really probably not that bad.
Okay.
Yeah, like the biggest things I hear them complain about is like having to get there so early to get painted and then
Yeah,
having to stay after and get
To be
unpainted.
painted.
yeah.
Yeah. To get stripped down.
It's not necessarily even the painting process or like acting in the paint. It's just that they had to be there early and then they had to stay late pretty much is.
Yeah.
But you know what? When you're making that kind of money,
If you get to be in a superhero movie, why not?
right? Even
Okay.
that.
Hold on. That poses an interesting question. What would you do to be in like a movie like that? Even it's just like, would you be like
Anything.
just an extra?
Anything.
Anything.
Anything?
Yeah, I would
Just
do it.
about
I would do
anything.
stunts. I would wear a funny costume. I would be painted.
I could I could look like the most humiliating character and I would do it.
Just to be
I
like, I was
you could
there.
you could make me be the first person to die and I'm on screen for like 2 seconds or something and I will do it.
That's fair. I would probably be the same. Just to say I did it.
Just because it's a cool
Yeah.
experience. Like,
Yeah.
And
Well,
even if you
Jillian,
don't get
you
to
were an
be,
extra in a movie, right?
my mom was.
Oh, your mom
yeah, our
was.
mom was. Well, and she wasn't even a hired extra. It was just during a parade they were filming it, and she happened to be in the
In the
spot that they were
parade.
filming and in the
Gotcha.
And
parade.
she does show up like front and center in the movie though.
Yeah, but it was
So
kind of just happenstance. It wasn't like purposeful necessarily.
Yeah.
Um,
I have been in a commercial though, and that took 7 hours to film like 30 seconds. So
Yeah.
crazy.
The life of an extra, I've heard, is hard. Grueling hours. Lots of standing around.
see,
Well,
and
thankfully it was for a hospital commercial and I was the patient, so I was in the hospital bed all day.
yeah. So, and
Nice.
the other thing is you might not be there on a day that like Tom Holland and Zendaya are there, but you could still see the way the directors work. You could see the way the cameras work. You can ask questions that most of the directors and stuff love to like Like they
Talk
don't,
about their business.
right, they don't like obviously not like while they're like busy or anything, but if it's kind of like a break or whatever, like if you could go talk to the directors and even that would be cool. Like, oh, I like know the guy. I met the guy while we were filming, you
Yeah,
know?
that is neat.
He told me a fun trick, but I'm not gonna tell you, type of thing.
That would be neat.
And also, I would love, because you know they use so much camera trickery, especially for like a Spider-Man movie where like he's climbing walls and stuff. I would just love to watch that and see even like the set designers and stuff, talk to them and everything. Like it would just be so cool.
Hmm. Yeah, I wonder how much like extra availability depends on like where they shoot stuff. Like, I guess I'm thinking of like film or like TV movies or TV where they shoot in like places like Atlanta or Canada. And
Hmm.
whenever they need extras, it's just like, okay, whoever's nearby.
But
Hmm.
like Outer Banks sends out like has done like postings for extras.
Really?
Netflix shows that I've seen
Yeah, for
postings for
South
extras
Carolina.
and you can like sign up for it or whatever. I don't really know how the process works. I've never
Yeah,
done it, but
there were
you
always
you don't
things.
necessarily have to audition for it or anything.
Yeah. It's just
But
like,
like if you're not
you
close,
need me
like
to
it
be here.
you can sign up for it still and drive out or whatever.
Yeah.
There were always things that we could have gone to in Chicago where they're like, we're casting extras for these shows.
That's interesting. Cool. Okay. Well, I was just curious. What else did we like
I
about Spider-Man?
a lot of them have been that I've seen have been for like shows and stuff, not necessarily like a Marvel movie.
Well, I mean, I feel
But
like for a
also
Marvel
most
movie,
of those are
everyone would
filmed
have
in
to
like
be,
Canada.
yeah. But I feel like depending on what scene it is, like you got to keep that under wraps.
Right.
So there's probably a lot more protection over the material.
Hmm.
So they got to be a lot more careful about who they hire. You got to sign a lot more things.
Oh yeah.
What else do we like about Spider-Man?
Okay, this has been like debated online, or like there's two camps of people. What did you think of the VMAX reveal?
I
I
I
mean, oh, go ahead.
I didn't like I think I liked it because like it's like that was the last thing her sister saw and like like kind of explained it in the movie where they're like um there was like an excess of power from her sister that day and it's like her sister was telling her where she was. It just wasn't
Not just that, her
a
sister was
clear
telling her the
message.
last thing she saw,
Right.
Yeah.
which is like so devastating. But people online were like, what the heck? I was expecting like a big reveal or s-
Like
like a
they were hiding
monster or
something.
something.
Well, I think,
Yeah.
I mean, that was the whole point. Like, it was supposed to feel like it was building up to something just to be like, oh no, this is devastating. Like, this is,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, to really feel what Jean was feeling in that moment of her
Yeah.
like realization. So, I
Yep.
liked
I
it.
thought it was way better than
A
like a
monster.
I thought it
huge
was better
reveal
than
like
a
that.
monster or even like her
Yeah.
sis. I think I even liked it better than like if it was like her sister. Like this is
Mm-hmm.
the project, what the project is called,
Hmm.
and if you find the project, then you'll find me type of thing. Like I think it was better that her sister was dead, I guess.
Yeah, definitely
That
more
sounds
more
bad, but
devastating.
like
No,
yeah,
because
it
like
gives
you're kind of like hopeful, like, oh, she's on this mission to find this. It must mean
yeah.
something. It was a clue. And then the reveal
And
to
you
be
are rooting for her during
she's
that.
dead.
Yeah. I mean, this
Yeah, and
movie was
then,
really good at tearing our hearts out, for sure.
Yeah.
well, and also without that reveal, without her realizing that, she wouldn't have,
Reached her full
at least
potential.
not yet, reached that point of her potential where she unlocked that next level, because it was obviously like the pain and that she was feeling that helped her unlock that extra level of power that she probably didn't even know she had.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
100%.
And then she was able to save Spider-Man's life and her own life.
Yeah.
Her
I
breathing
think
for him,
I know.
that was so good.
that was good.
Yeah.
I started crying in that moment of like, well, I mean, before that, I was crying thinking, oh no,
Yeah.
Spider-Man, he's gone.
Yeah, I think what this movie
Yeah,
did
I
really well
I
was,
had Jillian worried because I had been telling you guys all the
yeah,
theories about people saying he was gonna die. And I
Yeah,
didn't necessarily believe the theories. I was just relaying things that I was seeing, to you guys. And then that scene happened, and Jillian was like, I really like was concerned because of all the theories you had been saying about him dying.
yeah,
yeah. But I think this movie was really good. It wasn't like subtle, but it wasn't like the big, oh my God, everything's bigger than you think it is, and everything's connected, and there's
Yeah.
these huge like monsters and bad guys and all this stuff. Like it was
Yeah.
just like a really like emotion driven story. And it just
Mhm.
so happens the people having these big emotions have powers, and those powers are
yeah.
being impacted by those emotions.
Mm-hmm.
It
And it
felt
it
very
is
like
very
bring it back to
human.
WandaVision.
Right, it's very human also to like feel that stuff, and just because they're superheroes doesn't mean they are robots and
Yeah.
gods and whatever. Like they
Yeah.
I
are still
also
human.
I also love superhero movies where the villain's not really the villain. Like they're a villain in the movie, but then they become like you just understand them a little bit more, or they're going through some kind of crisis. They're
And
not
I don't
actually a
Yeah.
villain.
think she is necessarily even the villain. It's the government who is the villain in the
Right.
long
But she's
run.
like portrayed as the villain at the
At
beginning.
first.
Right, at the
Yeah.
beginning, yes.
Yeah. My other complaint was the whole Hulk thing because I just feel like we've regressed with the Hulk and Bruce Banner, and like in Endgame, like his struggle from Infinity War to Endgame was like he came to an understanding of his powers and like found a way to meld everything together, and he was in a good place. And then I guess in She-Hulk, which I didn't watch all of it, but that's when he does the inhibitor on himself. And then in this movie, you see him with the inhibitor, and then he loses the inhibitor and goes Super Hulk.
I thought it
And I'm
wasn't
so
only that he loses the inhibitor, but
it's
it's
that
probably
gene's in
also
his
some
head.
mind thing. Yeah, that like breaks that barrier that he had somehow potentially developed to like
But just
control it.
like the fact that he needed the inhibitor, and then gene's out of his head, and he like still doesn't know what he's doing.
I feel like
Well,
we're
lots
in
of
it
people
for
are saying
another
that
Hulk development.
Gene being in people's heads like unlocks things, subconscious things that they either bury or are
Yeah, okay. I've
forced to
also
be
seen like the
forgotten by
theories
the
that,
spell.
yeah, okay. So I've seen the theories that like Jean brought back MJ's memories, or like they were starting to come back. But the whole point of the spell wasn't that like
It was
those
hidden.
memories are
It was just
suppressed,
gone.
it's like they're erased completely. And Jean even said there's nothing in her brain about you.
Yeah.
So I don't
Well, Jean
get those
also said that
theories.
when she was fighting Spider-Man and not his friend.
Yeah, but I feel like
and
she
she
said
thought
that to
he
hit
was the
him
bad
because it was
guy.
true. Because
She
she was
also could
like,
have just been saying that to hit him.
sure, but that still doesn't go back to the spell that Doctor Strange did, which was you will be erased. Like, it's
Mhm.
not, they're hidden somewhere inside.
Mhm.
I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out with Ned because I don't know. It's like, did he really remember at the end?
Yes, he did.
And did he so was he unlocking something? Was he like connecting something in his head when they did the handshake? And it's
Yes.
now connecting to all of these memories?
I think the handshake was muscle memory.
Yeah.
I think he was maybe, I don't necessarily think it was like, oh, he now knows who Peter Parker is. I think
He
it was
literally
like,
said,
he said Peter,
yes.
which is he
But
already
didn't
knew
Peter
that was
introduce
Spider-Man's
himself?
name. Yes.
Yes, but it's the way, it's the inflection of his voice, guys. Do you not know anything about inflection?
I don't think he was necessarily like, this is Peter Parker. I would think he was like, this is someone I know on some level because of the muscle memory of the handshake. And he, but I don't think he had all those pieces together like everybody's saying.
I think it's ambiguous and that they're gonna they're gonna figure out what to do with it. Um,
I think Spider-Man is pretty thoroughly planned out for the most part of like major plot points at least. At least the next couple movies.
yeah. Well, I don't know. I I feel like we haven't seen a spell. Well, I don't know. Again, I don't know much about the spells, but I don't know if they can be broken like that or like hidden, like it just hides something. So, I guess
I
we'll
don't
have to
know.
see.
Wanda's spell on the town was broken eventually.
Hers was not Doctor Strange's spell.
No, but
And
magic has
she
its
and she
limits
took it
still.
away. She broke it.
No, but people were starting to remember things. People would
They
slowly
always remembered things. She was inside their head.
Yes, but they were slowly starting to break out of it before she broke the spell.
Haven't seen WandaVision, so can't chime
You
in.
gotta watch it.
I know it's on the
I'm on
list.
my rewatch. I'm on episode 6 right now of it.
Good.
So good. If you liked this movie, you will love WandaVision.
Okay. Well, I did really like this movie, so. And I really do like Elizabeth Olsen, so I'm sure I will
I
like
love
it.
Elizabeth Olsen.
I'm
I
excited.
almost want you to give me like play-by-plays on what you're
I
thinking while you're watching it.
Okay,
I
I'll do
loved
it.
Because
all of
there's a
I'm
whole
them.
better at it than
mystery
you.
to Daniela already kind of spoiled it. Dang it.
I will
Never
forget
mind.
everything that I've heard.
Sorry. I
It's fine.
forget what people have and haven't seen. I forget you're new here, Miranda.
I'm not new here. I just stopped watching Marvel after Endgame,
Right, but I'm
which
used
is
to talking to like Jillian and Kanash who have kept up with everything that I've kept up with at least.
yeah. I made my whiteboard of Doomsday, and I've hit so many of the things already on the pre-Endgame,
Oh, I don't have
which
anything pre-endgame on my list.
well, I have things pre-Endgame because there was like things that I haven't seen, like I haven't watched in a long time. Like I automatically crossed off like Captain America, the first Avenger, all the Iron Mans. Like I have seen those ones so many times. I don't need to see them again. But there's a couple things like the Thors. I just don't think I like Thor movies that much, so I haven't really gone back and rewatched Thor movies. So I'm gonna rewatch some of those. I'm gonna rewatch Doctor Strange so that I can watch Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness.
Jillian,
Yeah.
just so you know, we're not the only ones who blocked out the Doctor Strange movie because
K-Mash?
at the gym I was talking to K-Mash about it and she's like, "What? What movie are you talking about?" And I
What did
like had to
she
tell her a
like? What
bunch
were
of
you
the big
telling her?
plot points, and like I got to the point of what happens to Wanda, and she was like, "Oh my God!"
She just completely forgot. That's
No,
Fingers
funny.
Miranda,
crossed.
all of us just blocked this movie out because we didn't like it,
Yeah, I've
and we
heard
don't
that.
think that happens at the end. So we literally like we saw it in theaters, and I told Jillian when she was trying to tell me that I'd seen it, I was like, I have not seen this movie, and she's telling me plot points and like plot point after plot point. I'm like, I have not seen this. I don't know what you're talking about. And
Yeah.
then she gets to what happens at the end, and it's like it unlocks something in your head,
And you're
like
like,
when you
oh,
realize
wait, I
the
have seen
ending.
this.
And I was like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, I have seen that, and now I remember why I forgot I saw it. So
Yeah.
let me just erase that again.
Fair. Um,
Your husband will at least watch that one because it has X-Men in it.
which one?
Multiverse of Madness.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah. I'll try. I'll convince him. I'm also gonna watch Black Panther because I haven't seen Black Panther 2. So I feel like watching like the coordinating ones
Hmm.
are better. But then all the things after WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Hawkeye,
Have you watched the
uh,
Ant-Man's?
Hawkeye was
I
good. I
have
like forget
watched all the
about that one, but
Ant-Mans.
Hawkeye was good. What is
Hawkeye
the
was good.
yeah, but then Jeremy Renner's not gonna be in anything, so what's just the girl is relevant?
Kate is taking over, yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah, I'm kind of mad about that because Jeremy wanted to keep doing stuff. They would
I know.
accommodate his needs. Do you know his story, Miranda?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I'm familiar. I know what happened.
Good.
Um, finishing, we're still watching Loki, The Marvels, Brand New
Thoughts on
World.
Loki? I'm not watching the Marvels. There are some stuff that I don't
Thunderbolt.
care if it's on the list. I simply am not watching it.
I'm gonna watch it. I'll give you a recap.
Thanks. I
Oh,
love your recap.
Jillian texted me this idea. I don't know if she told you about this, but I think this
No,
would
I
be a great
didn't.
idea. We should do a PowerPoint.
Like a
Okay.
recap of where we're at in the MCU before Doomsday.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like this idea.
I love making PowerPoints. I'm already making a PowerPoint for my year in review.
I haven't updated my list in a while.
What is this
I
year in
am
review?
updated for
But
July.
we're keeping lists
We're
of
keeping
everything
lists
each month.
of the movies and books and stuff, and I'm making a PowerPoint that has everything on it. I'm also writing it in my
Um,
notebook.
Yeah,
so
I've been keeping just a list on my phone, but not by month.
yeah, I have
I've
it
been
broken
doing
out by
it by
month.
month.
Um,
I've been doing it by month because then I can rate stuff more, I feel like.
Gotcha.
If I know, like, especially music, when I'm picking, like, my favorite music of the year, I can see, like, how many months I was listening to that song and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I have been only doing my top three for music. Like, it's a lot, but it's kind of fun.
Jillian, what were you saying?
um, for like the PowerPoint. Okay, so I've been like taking notes on the things I've been watching and stuff, and I like
Hmm.
want to get like a whole timeline figured out and all that stuff. But in my head, I have like this idea of how I would like everything to be set up. I just don't think the technology exists for me to make this.
Like a
where
timeline?
it's like you can have like one cohesive timeline, but then it can also be split out. Like you can like hit characters and it can give you like the characters' plot points in the timeline. And then it can also tell you what movies and TV shows correspond to the plot points. So like you can hit like the end credits and the movies and TV shows that like each character is in, plus like the big main timeline of everything.
That is extensive and requires probably someone to build something.
Yeah, I have it in my head. I know what it looks like in my head.
You need
Okay, so this is trademarked
some kind
now.
of
We're going to make this.
builder.
Nobody else makes it. This is going to be our way to make money.
But if you can build it, reach out to
They
us
will
on
come.
social media
Yeah, if you would like to help build it, you could be cut in.
to this very cool idea.
If not, Jillian's learning to code again.
Yeah.
Coding is hard. No,
Jillian
thank
did
you.
all my coding for school, and I had to code it in school
That does not surprise me whatsoever, Daniela.
for my
That
college
was while I
classes.
was in law school.
Yeah.
I would go home and do Daniela's homework for her.
No, and it wasn't necessarily that, like, I was like, hey, can you do this for me? I would ask for help. But Jillian has this tendency, not necessarily bad all the time because it's fine for me sometimes, but where when people ask for help, she kind of just takes over
Mm-hmm.
and doesn't always explain as she's going and or what she's doing and just kind of ends up doing it. So then
Part of it
later,
is
and like the coding was kind of building on each other. So then I asked for help with the first coding assignment because I know that she like has dabbled with the coding, so she would be able to help. She took over. So then when the second coding assignment came out, I was like, I need help. I don't understand. And it built on the first assignment, but she didn't
Didn't
like
do the
talk
first
me through
assignment.
the first assignment. So then she just ended up doing all the coding stuff.
she had a workbook, and the workbook gave you step by step what to do. And Danielle was like, I just can't like figure out what I'm like what to type here, like what tools to be using. And I was kind of figuring out as I was going because that wasn't necessarily like what I had worked with in the past.
Right.
And I just assumed she was learning with me as we went.
I was watching, but I wasn't necessarily like comprehending everything. So like there was some stuff where I was like, I know she did this and I have to push this and do this to get to this, but then I wouldn't know what to do after that. But then like there were like gaps in what I was able to recall from watching her do it.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's okay. You're not going to become a website coder anytime soon, so I think you're okay.
probably not going to become a coder in general.
Me either.
Although I do think that if I like because I really enjoyed we did coding like in grade school and stuff. Like obviously it was easy coding because it's like grade school, but like we did coding where you like make a game and stuff, and I enjoyed doing that stuff. And I think if I would have like actually stuck with it, I could have gotten into the coding world. But there's a lot of stuff that if I would have stuck with it, I could have.
True.
But
True.
ADHD and can't stick with anything really. So
Imagine where we'd be if our dance studio didn't get shut down.
I know I'm a jack of many trades, master of none. I can do lots of
That's
things
how
to
I
an
feel.
extent. To an extent, I can do lots of things, and then it gets to a certain point, and I have no clue. And Jillian is right. The coding that I was doing was like, was it website coding? Was that what it
Mm-hmm.
was? It was some sort of,
Yeah.
yeah. And I had never done that type of coding. I'd done like coding for games and stuff like that. So I also didn't understand because I had never done that kind of coding before.
Well, I'll ask Alec and see if he knows anyone. He's got a whole network of IT people. Maybe one of them can help.
Mm.
Turn your dream into reality.
Work on it.
Speaking of all of this news, they so I've been seeing a lot of news about a new X-Men movie and whether they're going
The
to make
reboot.
that. Yeah, a reboot, whatever it is. And how obviously Sadie Sink will play Jean Grey. But they also apparently, even though it's not been officially confirmed, they've cast Kit Connor as Scott slash Cyclops. Um, and I think that's a great casting. I know you guys don't know Kit Connor that well, but he's
Yeah,
in Heartstopper.
I didn't.
He's in
I know a
Heartstopper.
Kit Connor. And that
In
is
real
all I
life.
can picture. Yeah.
I also know that there is this that you're saying.
I feel like I should send you a picture.
I'm looking at her.
Hmm. Okay.
Ready
I
Player
think
One,
I
Rocket
don't
Man,
love, but all right.
The Wild
I think he
Robot.
would be great. So I'm excited about that potential. But they
I
haven't
don't.
officially announced
It's
anything.
hard. It's hard to top James Marsden.
James Marsden's old now.
Yeah, he still looks
Yeah,
good.
but like facially, he's not giving.
Lies.
Miranda, you and I do not have the
If
same
you
taste.
look, no, it's not that I don't think like objectively I can see how he's attractive. I don't think he looks like the comic character face wise.
Okay.
He doesn't have the right face shape, and it's not like that's what I'm saying. It's not giving the character he's playing.
I think it's a lot, it can be hard to see somebody in certain characters too, especially when it's like he's going to be wearing a visor thing the whole time. So
I'm very
sometimes
good
you
at
have to wait to
visualizing, and
see.
I'm not seeing it.
I thought you just said that you need visuals in order to see stuff.
No,
No.
she needs visuals if you're trying to jog her memory. But if
Yeah.
you're like, can you picture
I'm a
this?
visual learner. I'm a visual learner. I am a very visual person. And I can visual on the apple scale, most detailed apple that you can imagine. I can
I'm
see
sorry.
that in my mind's eye.
My
You
brain just
offended
was like,
her.
I'm a
I
very
am very
appealing person.
I am
Sorry.
also very good at like photoshopping photos in my brain.
Okay.
So, like I can look at a person and look at it next to like the comic book character and I can like translate things over and visualize that.
Gotcha.
It's not giving. Moral of the story. Not
Okay,
saying he's
well,
a bad actor or anything.
we'll
He
agree to
it could be
disagree.
a great actor. He could be a great actor for the characteristics of the character. Physically, it's not matching, in my opinion.
Gotcha.
I'm not even saying he's like unattractive. I can see how people think he's attractive. He's not necessarily my type. He's not an unattractive person though. But I also don't think he looks like the comic character.
Okay, critique. We'll just have to see if they announce it anytime soon because I swear it's been all over my page, my For You pages for like the last 2 weeks.
I have not seen that.
We have different For You pages.
We really
They
do.
also has been collecting Stranger Things actors because they have Sadie Sink, but they have. I thought I saw something about somebody else from Stranger Things doing something Marvel.
Well, Hopper is obviously in Marvel.
He
Right,
is, yeah.
but those are the two that they have.
I haven't heard.
But there was
Well,
somebody
actually,
else.
I feel like I did hear of somebody else.
Right, but I can't think of who it was or what it was for.
What's his name?
Noah.
Gavin?
Okay.
I thought I heard maybe something about him. Not Noah. I heard
Gavin
Noah's busy
somebody.
with
is the
F1.
summer I turned pretty. Gavin is the summer I turned pretty.
No, what's uh
Lucas,
Who is he in the summer I turned
fluffy
pretty?
hair?
Dustin,
Dustin.
Dustin, Steve.
Dustin is who I've heard of potentially being in something Marvel related, I think.
Okay.
Um Somebody was teasing Noah for being on Dancing with the Stars. I was like,
Hasn't been announced.
I don't think so. Yeah, there was like just a lot of guesses about who's going to
I
be
would
on.
love if he was on Dancing with the
Are
Stars.
are you guys gonna watch the next pro?
Yes, I keep thinking about it, but I've been binging a podcast right now.
I
Flowers.
need somebody to talk to about it
Okay, I
Um,
will
I'm going to watch the next
probably not
episode
watch
because
it.
Bailey's on it.
because Bailey's on it. But
Yeah.
you won't know what led up to that.
No, I won't. I'm just going to watch for Bailey.
I have been able to predict who's going home every single episode except this past one. Completely shocked me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll watch. I might not, depending on when we're done with this, I might not watch tonight, but I'll watch tomorrow after work.
I will just have you know that between trying to catch up for Doomsday,
There's just a lot.
it's just a
There
lot.
is a
And
lot. There
also,
is a lot of stuff that I'm like actively watching because there's also Silver Springs,
Silver Springs?
an Amazon show based on a book. I'm pretty sure
I haven't heard of that
it's a
one.
romance.
That is not a top priority right now.
No, not a top priority,
It is
but
for
it's
Daniela.
something I want. It's something. No, but it's something I want to watch. So there's that I want to watch. There's Dancing with the
Okay.
Stars. There's all the
Yeah, Dancing with
Marvel
the
stuff
Stars is
that
going
I've
to be
been
coming out.
watching.
Great British Baking Show will be coming back in September.
Don't care.
Burn of the Everflame, the fourth book in the I know you hate it. And the Spark of the Everflame series is coming out in like 3 weeks. And then ACOTAR 6 and 7.
When is Threshing Day coming out?
Oh, and Threshing Day comes out at the end of
November.
September. No,
September.
September
That's
29th.
September.
I
And
gotta
Yeah.
read that, man.
there will be
Okay, add it
another
to my
show
bag.
added to the watch list in October when Vision Quest comes out.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Too many things, guys.
and I've been
And
Too
watching like
much.
X-Men
End
movies.
of September is the Endgame re-release
Yeah.
with
Okay,
additional footage.
can we just talk about how are we supposed to be functioning adults when we work? So we work
I have
Monday
way
through
too much to
Friday,
do in my free time.
8 to 5 or 9 to 5, like some of us, me, or sometimes later. Depends on the day, depends on the week when I have a bazillion cases. Um, I'm supposed to work out. I'm supposed to make dinner. I'm supposed to hang out with my husband and be a good wife and also read and watch everything all the time.
Yeah. Okay. So the way I've been able to read is I'm doing the audiobook of the third book of Boys and Tillman, and I listen to it
It's
while I'm
awful.
working out.
Okay.
Mhm. Did
But
you
then,
try the
like,
audiobook for Joey and Aoife, Miranda?
I can't
Because
remember
I know
which
you said
audiobooks
you
I
didn't.
tried.
I know you tried it for Johnny and Shannon because you said you didn't like the actors.
I don't like the voice people,
Yeah,
especially the guy.
but
um,
you said you didn't like Johnny, but Joey and Aoife are voiced by different people.
Oh,
I get
okay.
the audiobook and the book, like the ebook. So like I can read it. I just have to like get to the chapter where I
Yeah.
left off. But I also
Mhm.
was reading the ebook for the Odyssey. That is not a just like lay back and read book. I gotta use my noggin.
I'm not surprised by that one. That's,
I'm
I
like,
kind of,
hold on, let me reread this.
I was trying to watch a lot of these Marvel things, like, because
Oh
I like
yeah,
put
we
on
also
something
saw
in
the
the morning.
Odyssey.
Oh, I haven't seen the Odyssey yet.
Oh, then we won't talk.
I was supposed to see it this weekend, but we didn't get the chance. So
We really
I might go
enjoyed
see
it.
it. Good. I can't wait to see it. We'll see if I make it to theaters. It is a very long movie, and Alec works this weekend. So, but okay, I guess I
It
have this
doesn't,
weekend.
I will
Alec is
say, it
working.
doesn't feel as long as it is when you're like watching it. At least not in
Okay.
theater. I can't vouch for like when you're on the couch and you get bored, but in the theater it did not feel as long as the runtime is.
Well,
Yeah,
we're getting
my
closer to the cinematic experience in my home because we finally mounted our TV, and our next goal is to get a sound bar.
mm,
Lillian
Cinematic.
um
has the cinematic experience in her
I
home.
have my TV, this brand new baby here, top of the line. Not gonna
Nice.
tell you how much I spent on it, but it has Dolby Atmos sound and
Nice.
it like
IMAX
you can
mode.
actually watch IMAX on this.
Nice.
And it automatically, if the movie is has anything filmed in IMAX, switches to IMAX
Okay.
for the
Well,
viewing,
cool.
for your viewing pleasure.
I will have to experience that the next time I come see you, which,
And
Yeah,
the sound is
frankly,
really good
you have
without a
to come to
soundbar
me
in.
first.
I'll be there next week.
Yay.
Why will you be there next week?
She has to come for work.
I have a conference.
Mm.
So for my board, hold on, let me get it.
Okay, hold on. Since she's getting hers, I have to get mine.
Okay, I don't have one. I just watch what I so please.
Okay, so I rewrote out my list on this side, but I also
Hmm.
tallied up how many hours I have left so I can change that every day. 117 hours to go.
So tidy with the check boxes.
Do you like my board?
Very nice.
So tidy.
I don't think
I have
everything's on here, but it's a lot of things.
I have nothing. I will
Ooh.
I think I'm there during nap time tomorrow at work. So
You're gonna pull out
I
a movie.
no, I can either it's gonna be whatever strikes my fancy in the moment because dopamine. Um, I'll bring with all three of the books that I'm currently reading. I will bring with my notebook to update, and I will bring my laptop and I can work on a Marvel Timeline slideshow. I will start working on the slideshow and I'll share it with you guys, but I'll do it as like the Marvel Cinematic Universe timeline order, not release order. Is
Yeah.
that what you want? Timeline order?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I'll just do everything and I'll do at least one slide for each movie and show
Dang.
to start, right? Because you would want like, because you want to be able to do like a little blurb of what happened in the movie and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
So I'll start and do a slide and do like a picture of each, like the covers of the shows and movies on those. And
And then a
then,
slide at the end for our Doomsday predictions.
right. And maybe I'll offer it up to mom for a program at the library.
There you go. Make her happy.
Be like, for all
She's
of you
looking
people
for
who
things.
love
She
Marvel.
keeps saying, she says, what will bring your generation slash
You
age group
people.
out? My people. And I'm like,
Honestly,
honestly, not
doing
much.
something like that in like end of November, beginning of December, when it's like,
Right.
hey, if you don't have the time to do this, but
Yeah.
you still want to go see this movie,
And you want to have like all the whatever you need for it. Yeah.
Also, romanticy. Things related to romanticy. Fourth
yeah.
Wing Night, Akatar Night.
The problem is she doesn't know anything about these things. She doesn't want to actually keep up with the pop culture, but you need to know the pop culture to please my generation because we're chronically
Po-
online.
Pop culture is what you need to reach the 20s and 30-year-olds,
Yeah. TikTok.
unfortunately.
One of my
People
favorite
use
things to
TikTok.
come out of the Spider-Man movie, though, as far as like jokes, was talking about like either making fun of the people in New York in the MCU or being like, you think your life is bad. The people that live in New York City in the MCU have gone through aliens invading, the
They're literally
blip.
on a tour of this whole street was destroyed during the aliens whatever of
Yeah.
2000 whatever.
It's
And
like touring Hollywood homes in
meanwhile,
LA.
here comes Spider-Man in a giant tank that
Yeah.
narrowly avoids your bus where
Yeah.
you're
I mean,
on top of it.
that's just the everyday stuff in New York. But
Right.
then you have like the bigger events like Battle of New York. And
Yeah.
then part of Endgame started in New York
Hmm.
with like Doctor Strange and Iron Man having to fight Squidward.
Well, and I mean,
And
it hit the
then
whole world, but also they got hit by the blip.
the
Yeah.
blip. And then from the Thunderbolts, the vortex, whatever that was. And then Jean
How are there any
Grey.
people left in New York? Honestly, I would have
That was
been
part of the
gone.
joke,
Spider-Man,
was like, why are people still here?
Spider-Man 3 also was New York,
Yep. Yeah,
and all
just
of the
the
villains are
universe
coming
being
to
torn
attack,
apart.
right?
Three
The Statue of
Spider-Man.
Liberty getting a shield and then
Yeah.
being destroyed.
Yeah,
But,
it was a lot.
and then Hawkeye takes place in New York.
Yeah.
Thunderbolts takes
It's
place in
because
New
that's where all
York.
the comics take place, because that's what Stanley knew.
That's kind of
Yeah.
what it was. It's nice. It's Iron Man is nice because
Iron Man's in California.
it's in California. So it's just like a breath of fresh air from all the New York stuff.
Yeah, and we go to California and DC. We go across to other countries.
Mm-hmm.
You go to Wakanda
We
Wakanda.
go to
to film.
Wakanda. We have Shang-Chi's out of the country.
But it
Doctor
starts in
Strange
New York,
Multiverse of
doesn't it?
Madness.
Where did
Black
No,
Widow
it
is all
starts
over
in
the place.
It starts in California.
Oh,
He's in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
oh, right.
Um, Black Widow's all over the place, yeah. Most of the Captain Americas are not in America.
True.
The
Where was Civil War
Avengers
at?
Civil War was kind of all over the place. It was
Not in New
Lagos was
York
where it
though,
started.
because Iron Man had to go to New York to get Spider-Man to help them.
Yeah, hard to
Well,
say.
the Avengers compound is in upstate New York.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
But then
But not
like
New York.
fighting really took place in Germany, Lagos. Um,
Yeah,
then
no,
where'd
they
they
couldn't
end
be in
up?
New York City. They needed more room than that. They needed room to destroy things.
They destroy things in New York City.
Well, I know, but like intentionally versus we have something big happening and destruction just happens. Training exercises.
Ant-Man's also not in New York. He's in California.
Is he also in California?
I think so.
Hmm.
Oh, that was a big yawn.
Why don't we get like a
Really spread
superhero in
out.
Kansas?
because that would be
Because what
boring.
would they do in Kansas?
Sorry, actually, that's Superman.
Let me fight the corner.
Sure. Well, is that where
He's
Yeah,
like
Smallville is? Is it in
Oklahoma.
I
Kansas?
think so. I think so.
Yeah, but he doesn't stay there, guys.
No, he's
Yeah,
just
he leaves for
He,
the city.
he lands in a field and then leaves.
No, he grows up there.
He grows up there, but
Um,
yeah, fictional town of Smallville, Kansas.
here you go.
as
Him and Dorothy.
so you know how I've recently healed from smashing my finger
WandaVision's New
in the
Jersey.
window?
Yes.
Yeah. How's your new
I
injury?
smashed my finger in the door today.
Is
Not
that the
nearly
same
as
one that you
injured,
stabbed?
but yes, actually.
Perfect.
Not the nail hasn't been injured, but I am still questioning if potentially I broke something because it is still hurting and I did it this morning.
Well,
Which finger? That one's kind of an important one.
nah, you
Yeah,
don't need
and
it.
it's this area into
What if
this
you did
knuckle.
exactly what I did to my toe and you split it down the middle?
But I feel like
Yeah,
it
I
would be
don't
black and
know.
blue by now, and it doesn't look that black and blue.
No, mine did
I
not get
also
black and blue.
don't bruise easy. I really don't.
Hmm. Well, tape it up.
And
Be careful with it.
well, I had it bandaged because it did break the skin on this side, and I had to take the band-aid off because it stopped bleeding, but I had to take the band-aid off because it was hurting the actual finger. Like when I
Hmm.
moved my finger, the like sticky part of the
You could just
band-aid
do a
was
homemade
hurting.
brace because all they give you is like a thing to make sure you don't bend your finger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
I've
my
been
friend and
bending it to
coworker,
see if it feels weird or anything, but it's not very pleasant when I bend it. It is still like the hard thing also is, as you know, Miranda, Jillian and I have pretty high pain tolerances.
yes.
Okay, here's a test. Like jam the finger. Do that. Does that hurt?
Yeah,
Like how bad? Like worse than test another finger. How
worse
much
than another
worse?
finger. How
How
much
much
worse?
worse?
At least 50% worse.
Like, did it hurt down to the bone or did it just feel like a muscle kind of issue?
Oh, not a muscle issue. Yeah, I guess you do have
Then
muscle
it might be broken.
question.
That's my test.
Okay.
That's not a good test.
Okay, now you have to go get an x-ray so I can prove Miranda that I'm right.
Okay. I'll wait for Dad to have his dream about my finger falling off, and then I'll go get an
There you
X-ray.
go. Yeah, you gotta wait 3 days. 3 days minimum before dad is
Yeah.
like, you know what? That's an
Maybe you
important
need to
finger.
go.
He'll tell you how important that finger is and why it will ruin your
Yeah.
life if you don't get it taken care of.
I do
Yeah.
remember this from when Jillian broke her toe.
I genuinely was like, no, it's fine, it'll heal itself.
No.
I guess I don't know how often Dad has dreams, but
He
he
doesn't
seems to
remember
whenever
them.
he tells us about his dreams, they are like kind of prolific dreams.
Hmm.
Hmm. Not prophetic.
Prophetic. Yeah.
Prophetic. Yes.
Yeah.
What's prolific?
Like notorious, right?
Yeah.
Well, he
Notary.
is that.
I think of just like
Yeah, they are
prolific serial
prophetic.
killers, like people who are like
Yeah.
really notorious, like well known. Um, all right, we need to wrap it up.
Okay.
We got a little off track.
Yeah. But we talked about Spider-Man, so that's great.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished.
We
Next
made it
week,
back.
we're
Yeah, we
back.
made it back.
Hello. Uh, who knows what we'll talk about next week? We
Well,
don't.
we
We
got
still
a
have.
few a couple weekends, and then we're back for F1.
I was gonna say how long until we're back for F1.
August 23rd.
Not this weekend, the weekend after. Yeah. But
Mm-hmm.
we can't watch it on the actual day because I will be traveling home from a wedding.
Oh. Mm.
Sorry.
Miranda, I got this new TV with sport mode, so I could watch F1.
Yeah, it
We
is
can
the
watch it on Monday.
it's
Yeah, but
it's
you're
the
making me wait.
sponsor of FIFA. That the brand of Jillian's TV is the a sponsor of FIFA.
The
Very
sponsor of
nice.
the World Cup.
Sounds great.
Mine is NFL,
Oh, you didn't get the TV
official
we
TV
talked about?
partner of the NFL. I didn't get that brand because in the size that they had at Walmart that would fit in my room, it was Roku, and I hate Roku.
He
So
didn't
I
go
got a
to Best
different
Buy.
brand. That's Google. No, Dad didn't want to go to Best Buy. He said it's not worth it. They're not that expensive at Walmart.
I got mine at Sam's Club. So basically Walmart. Okay, let's stop talking about TVs. But we'll figure
Okay.
out what we're talking about next time. It'll probably still be Marvel related. It'll probably be pop culture related. Um, until then, we'll see ya.
Bye.
Bye.